Welcome back to Writing Boys and Girls. This week we're going to be talking about a central message. And you've already kind of covered this in stories. A central message is the lesson that you learn from a story. The author usually doesn't come right out and tell you the lesson. You kind of have to infer it based on text details. So let's take a look. First of all, we're going to look at Little Red Riding Hood. What is the central message in Little Red Riding Hood? Now, I would like you to pause the video. I'm not going to play this in my presentation because it echoes. What I would like you to do is go back, and if you have not watched the Little Red Riding Hood video, I would like you to do that right now. All right, so now that you have listened to Little Red Riding Hood, it is a childhood classic. Many of you probably heard the story before. What kind of lesson do you think was learned? What is the central message in Little Red Riding Hood? Well, the message that the author was trying to get across to children in this classic is don't talk to strangers. Do not talk to strangers, right? Because it is not safe for little kids to talk to strangers. We need to think of text evidence. Now, it's easy to say, well, I learned not to talk to strangers when I read the story, but you have to prove it, and we've done that this year in 3rd grade. So think about the story, Little Red Riding Hood. What proves that you should not talk to strangers? Well, Little Red Riding Hood told the wolf she was going to Grandma's house, and the wolf beat Little Red Riding Hood to Grandma's house and dressed like Grandma, trying to trick Little Red Riding Hood. That was not safe, boys and girls, because he tried to eat her. And then here's a picture. I have Little Red Riding Hood out. The wolf beat her to Grandma's house. I got that off the internet. Today, you're going to draw a picture. You can either draw a picture or use some clip art from your story. Now, our next story that we're going to talk about is Tops and Bottoms. Remember, we all read Tops and Bottoms. That was a great trickster tale. What is the central message in Tops and Bottoms? Well, there were definitely some lessons learned, right? And if we go and we think about those lessons, Bear learned a lesson, and Hare learned a lesson, and the book taught us a lesson. Well, Bear learned never to trust anyone, right? And Hare kind of learned never to trust anyone because they're trying to trick you. Now, that's not really the lesson that the author wanted to portray. There's another one there if we dig deeper. That's right. It's hard work pays off, right? Hare was the one who worked hard, and Bear was the one who was lazy. So the central message here is you need to work hard for the things you need or want. What text evidence can we find? Well, Hare and Bear made a deal. Hare would plant the vegetables, and Bear and Hare would split them. Hare tricked Bear each time and got the best part of each vegetable. For example, when he planted corn, Hare took the middle, leaving Bear with the stalk and tassels. Bear learned he needed to work and never make a deal with Hare again. And then there's my picture for Tops and Bottoms. All right, so today you listened to Suki's Kimono. If you have not listened to this one yet, when you go back into Schoology, there is a link for the story. I want you to listen to Suki's Kimono, and what lesson do you as a reader learn? Not Suki, but you as a reader. What lesson do you as a reader learn from Suki's Kimono? And then you are going to get your own graphic organizer. I want you to write at the top a central message. That would be the lesson you learned. And then provide me with at least 2 pieces of text evidence. 3 would be better. It will help you in your writing, but you need at least 2 today. And then in the other corner with the blank puzzle piece, I need a picture. You're either going to get a picture from by taking a picture of the book, or you're going to draw yourself a picture. All right? So let's see if we can figure out the central message to Suki's Kimono.